Hey guys, I just wanted to go over a little bit about how this course works this semester and give you a little bit of guidance on what it is that we're going to do. Primarily, this is a course that you do on your own with your chair as you are working on creating your prospectus and writing your prospectus for either your thesis or your dissertation, or if you're working on a project, your project proposal. So each week, you'll notice here that we start off by filling out your writing log milestone dates. I see some of you have already done this, which is awesome. I've created a customized writing log for everybody in the class this semester. If you come over here, you can see your writing log. You can click on one. I'm going to go ahead and click on Melanie's. And you can see here, she's described her thesis or dissertation, what she's done there. We can see about how many hours with the number of credit hours she's taking. You should be spending about 3 to 4 hours a week on writing and working on this project. About half of those at least should be dedicated to some writing. It is a writing support class. And you notice we have all the weeks over here on the left hand side, and each week you just kind of come through, you check it off, you say, hey, I did meet with my chair this week. I have a writing partner, I met with my writing partner. If you didn't do any of those, that's okay, but absolutely each week what you'll do is you write down here, you say, hey, I spent 6 hours writing my prospectus this week, and give some notes on the prospectus. So you can see here in the examples, as I made some good progress in my lit review, I would say that I'm currently about halfway done. I was able to meet with my chair and get some feedback on my methods section. So that's kind of the idea of just the weekly writing log. If you'll scroll down below the writing log, you can see there's also these milestone checkoffs. And so the milestone checkoffs here has got the dates selected, and personal writing template is shared with the chair. Again, one of the key things we're trying to get you to do in this class is to work with your chair as you are writing your prospectus. If I go back to the class, you can see here, let's come to our homepage. Beneath the weekly progress reports, these are the milestones that you need to check off at some point during the semester. You may already be halfway through. Some people start the semester well into what it is that their prospectus, or you may just be starting, right? One of the things that I'm going to have you do this semester is I'm going to have you meet with Jenna Green. Jenna Green is the McKay School thesis and dissertation specialist. She will go over the templates that the McKay School has created for people who are writing their thesis and dissertations. And even though that she comes down way down the line in the process once people have finished writing their theses and dissertations, getting started with her now and finding out exactly what's needed now is actually a really good way to make sure that you're on the right path to begin with. So just the first check off is creating a writing template and meeting with Jenna. And I'm going to have you just set up an individual time to meet with her and talk about whatever it is that she needs to tell you and whatever questions that you might have that she could answer. And then you can see there's research questions, introduction, methods, lit review, references section as we go through all of this. So that's kind of the purpose of the class. It is an asynchronous class, so there will be no times when we actually meet at a specified time. But what I will do every week is on Monday morning, I will come in and I will look at your progress report, and I will report on that progress report to you and to your chair. And I'll say, hey, this is where this student is at. They've done these things this last week. Their chair probably knows that. Your chair probably knows that if you've been meeting with them and talking with them. But it's just an extra accountability check to make sure that we are helping you progress and get that prospectus written sometime during the semester. Once you've written your prospectus and defended it during the semester, you are done with this class for this semester. So that could happen in the second week of classes, could happen in the very last week of classes. But once that's done, you don't have to come back and weekly report. You would report that you successfully defended your prospectus, and then I would excuse you from doing anything else after that point for this part of the class. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and ask me those questions. I am out of the country this week, so I will try to get to your questions as soon as possible, but I'll be back in the U.S. Next week. And I'm excited to have you all in the class this semester. Thank you. Ciao.